G'day folks, welcome to episode 1.5 of my GTNH playlist. So this is just a really quick update to basically say, still here, still moving. I've been a bit distracted with real life stuff, work, other games, etc. So I haven't got as much done as I wanted to. I really wanted to get like most of everything moved in the last sort of week, so then I could start making more videos around progression, etc. But I also lost a fair bit of time in game as well because I spent a lot of time sort of dilly dallying around this design. So this is the new resource area. So I can have 60 beehives there, 60 beehives there, 40-ish crop plots there. I can't remember the exact number. I figured out. And another 40-ish on that side, and then everything's sent into this main tower. The main tower is mostly for storage. There's very little processing that will happen in here. What will likely happen is immediate byproduct processing, so, crops that need extractors, or, so like glowflower, for example, it needs an extractor. The Neverstone lilies need centrifuging. The Netherrack needs centrifuging. Oh, that was quick. So there will be and then the bee combs obviously need running through chemical reactors. So a lot of the stuff in here will be sort of immediate processing, and then any more advanced processing or passiving of stuff will happen, in their own areas. So this platform's currently self-sustaining. The gas turbine setup down there isn't currently doing anything. So it's powered by refined bees, just like my resource center in the ocean world is, which we'll go visit in a sec. There's 6 hives in the ocean world as well, so when I'm ready to move from there, they'll move to here, and I'll have 12 in total. And they produce both oil and diesel. So, but the chance for diesel is pretty low. So what I do is I've got this little small distillation set up, purely to produce more diesel, to help keep this tank full. What will happen is the excess oil, especially when I've got 12 hives, there'll be a fair bit of excess oil once I've got 12 hives. The excess oil will probably go over to the power area where the gas turbines are, to basically do some petrochem, either to make cetane boosted diesel or to make high octane gasoline. I do have some oil berry crops as well, so I'm not using them right now, but I do have some. So worst case scenario, I think I was breeding them to try and get diarrhea. I can't remember. I think I was breeding them on the way to get diarrhea, but then I got bored and just bred the diamond bee instead. So I could always supplement or if these don't produce enough oil to keep a power setup over there happy, I could obviously just throw down a field of oil berries as well to supplement that oil production. And then these two centrifuges are these two setups are level emitted, so this is producing calcite for fertilizer, and this is spinning the Netherrack to produce sulfur, but it also produces gold and redstone and coal dust. So what I've got is I've got them going to a set of voiding drawers, because really I'm just doing it for the sulfur. So these drawers contain pretty much all the products that I'm quite happy to just, void. And so, the honey from the bees, beeswax from the bees, simmering combs, etc. The slag combs from the bees. I have no idea whether I'm going to process them or not. I probably will. I believe I'm currently processing them in the other world for fluorine. But I have blackstone lilies now, so I probably don't need them, so I'll probably just void them. I don't want to, void excess. I don't want to throw them away completely, because I may decide to process them later. Industrial TNT, because the explosive bees don't produce combs, they just produce ITNT. And magnesium, the marble centrifuges produce magnesium. So, actually, that's not... Oh, I have duplicates. Okay, I'll deal with that. Um, so yeah, that's currently where I am right now. The diesel is only really being used for the uh, AE2 and the capacitor bank. I am burning some oil as well. So the crop fields, the way that I'm setting these up is there'll be a MV semi-fluid generator and a HV crop manager. And what will happen, if I can get down the hole, what will happen is the I have just conduits running because I don't want to run conduits and GT power. So I've just got conduits running. So fluid conduit fuels the generator and puts water into the crop manager. And then the item conduit is extracting from the crop manager. And for some fields, it will put fertilizer in as well. So I've tried to keep everything nice and nice and efficient and compact. I'm not going to fertilize this field. This field's going to be stone lilies, and stone lilies basically grow like weeds once they're high statted, especially in this environment. So I'm high enough. What am I? Y148 or whatever it is. So I'm getting the maximum air quality bonus. They're hydrated. This void world is also configured with an ocean biome, so it's got decent humidity. So yeah, basically, obviously I believe a jungle biome is better for crops, but is one of the best for crops, I believe. But I wanted ocean, A, because I just wanted the ocean biome sounds from dynamic surroundings, but B, ocean gives a humidity bonus, but it's also a normal biome for bees. Yeah, it's kind of a middle of the road biome for bees, which is good. So we'll just go have a quick look at my my other world, and see what we've basically got to move. And here we are in the ocean world. So if you recall from my last video, I originally used my Moon Dungeon reward portal to make an ocean world. I edited the personal space config to allow me to make basically a flat ocean. But it's a bit of a pain to build in, so I am moving out of it. This is the resource center in that world currently, so this is where I make all the forestry stuff. This is where I make all the forestry stuff, so basically the bits for the alvearies. Definitely want to get these auto-crafted, because crafting alveary blocks is a pain. It's slow, first of all, even in an EV assemblers, it's still slow. And obviously refilling these carpenters is, slow. But the carpenters, I believe, are faster than the assemblers right now, for making the center paneling and the thingy and the impregnated casings. This is a refined beast setup. It's basically the same as the other one, except instead of distillation, I'm actually doing very little with the oil. I'm just burning it in a bunch of semi-fluid generators. And those semi-fluid generators are hooked up to various things down here. So the end result of this setup is it makes cetane boosted diesel. And I make a couple of other chemicals down here that I need for processing bee combs, washing bauxite, etc. Funnily enough, I don't use the sodium persulfate for circuits because I don't have it hooked up to the ME network. So I just batch craft iron 3 chloride at the moment. But this is also sort of ore processing as well. So the reason I'm probably not going to look at making cetane boosted diesel in the new resource area is because it won't need anywhere near as much power at this point in the game as what this does, because this is obviously running ore processing, a large chemical reactor. I believe this is an EV1. Yeah, this is an EV1 for the platinum combs. And then this is that's an MV1. And this is processing the combs that need hydrochloric acid, so yeah, so like the diamond comb, nickel, etc. And then these were the centrifuges that were processing my stone lilies. I don't need the netherrack ones anymore. the calcite ones were here, but they're obviously gone now. And then these are processing my end stone to get me tungstate, etc. So yeah, so I need to move all this, which is not going to be particularly fun to watch. And all my passive chemical setup here, like plastic, all that over there is plastics, etc. I want to move all that. I'll have a dedicated platform for plastics. This ME network will largely stay here. It'll be one of the last things to move, because what I'll do is I'll just build a brand new network in the new world. So this will be one of the last things to move. The clean room's not going to be fun to move. It's just time consuming. And then what I want to do, so my next upload will likely be not be until I've finished a bulk of the move. So the next upload, I really want to do something projecty. Whether that be basically moving the final bits of infrastructure, so like maybe the passive chemical setups over there, like the plastics, etc., moving them into their own dedicated areas. That might be sort of the next project, and I might record that to explain how they're set up, etc. Especially since I'll probably look at converting them to AE. At the moment, they're just using conduits, etc. I'll try and get them integrated more into AE. I will also be looking at another multi-block. This is the industrial plate bending machine, but I definitely want the industrial lathe, because even the EV lathe is still a bit slow when doing certain things, like the quartz rods for the AE2 cables, and the and diamond rods for the electron tubes for the alvearies. It's still pretty slow at doing those, even at EV. So I will probably get the industrial lathe now because I can, and yeah, so the next upload likely won't be for like another week or two, and it'll either be, as I said, a infrastructure project, so either more autocrafting stuff, or moving the chemical stuff off of this platform, and maybe scaling it up a little bit. But yeah, moving the chemical stuff off this platform and fixing some issues with it as well. Fixing some issues with it. It could definitely have been built better. Hindsight and all that. So, or the other potential project, that I may hold off, uploading for, and not do an upload until I start working on it, is the plat line. Is doing an automated plat line. So because the plat line is quite plat line is quite in depth. I don't know about video lengths yet, so obviously this one will be shorter than the others, but I kind of want to explain stuff. So what I will likely do, so I'll mess about with different styles, because I do kind of want to explain stuff, especially around the chemistry, because the chemistry in GTNH can get quite complicated. And I know I always appreciated having a visual aid from people like Carax and Threefold, when they explain their setups. I always appreciated having that visual aid. So, and Cobra's charts as well, flow charts. So yeah, so lots to do, lots to move. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far. I do appreciate it. I understand that it's not exactly the most riveting of content right now. I definitely want to go back to progression, and obviously the first step in that would be the plat line. So yeah, definitely want to get into progression again and get moving again. But I just need to finish some BAU work first, unfortunately, which is basically getting everything moved. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.